Hello, everybody. Have some time to talk. U.S. markets are closed, but we did have some Asian European action. When I left you on Friday, I was talking about I was trading the short side of Aussie from the 61.8 level, which was 68.83, and it's headed my way. I'm not looking for more than a correction. Initially we should find support at 68. So take either all or at least partial and then trail your stop to BE. Outside shot is 67 if the dollar could bounce maybe to 102.5. So regarding the dollar, most Ellioticians have flipped. They're looking for new lows now. They'll be looking for the par level to be attacked. And I think it's possible. I don't have huge conviction about it yet. I'd like to see how shallow the pullbacks are in Euro. We could also get some type of, this could be a shoulder head and get some type of shoulder. This price level was 110.33, but just getting back over 109.40 was a very big breakdown level. And, that's how we got this break. So we're back to resistance. I want to see how a pullback looks like, maybe back towards 108.20, 108.5. And then the bullish scenario that I was just talking about is supported by a weekly look, which comes in with a major moving average up around 111.90 or so. And that would give you a 3-drive formation. So sometimes when you're in these positions, you get a right shoulder. You see the 2 drives here. So I think this time at 112, we'll even make a lower peak. All of these on the weekly have been under 70. So this may be destiny for the euro. I was talking about when we get 142, 143.5 in the yen. Looks like we're, in progress. Could be there this week to complete something up there. I see a couple of drives here. So down here from this formation here, talked about that we could still trade over 141, maybe 142. So we're almost there. I wouldn't be getting long and be alert for sell signals. We had a pretty big breakdown in USD CAD that I want to show you guys, which kind of supports some lower levels. And so, there are certain things that are, supporting this lower dollar for one more flush. You see that breakdown. This was a pretty big range, right? About 300 points, a little over, could take it down towards 130. Maybe that would set up a buy in Canada, especially since WTI is acting pretty good. I thought that we were going to get one more shot down for a 3-drive here in WTI, but we're building a nice little base at 68. And so it's almost like the 3rd higher low. Well, at least the 2nd. So here's your low, and we're putting a higher low. We get through 74, 78 is viable, and maybe even a retest of these highs before we re-enter some type of bear trend. That also would be negative for USD CAD. Taking a look at gold and silver, gold had that big reversal last week at the 1925 level. So far, not great follow through. You could make the case that if the dollar's making a new low, gold should at least give you a bear market rally. Some people are thinking we're going to make a new high. My bias is that, and it doesn't make sense with what the call is on the dollar for another new low, but the correlation does break down at times. And under 1920, you're going to have a pretty good break. Some people are talking 1840. I'm thinking sub 1800 is a possibility. Silver way outperformed gold last week. Still think that there's a chance to maybe try a scalp here. Believe, but before we have an important bottom, we're going to be testing this $20 range. You want you to keep an eye on the S&Ps this week. and your signal that there's something wrong. I already think there's something wrong, but we are confirming on the daily. Shorter term time frames aren't, especially in NASDAQ. So here's your 4 hour. It diverged, but at much higher levels than NASDAQ. See, NASDAQ a little weaker structure, but RSI, without saying RSI, this breakout of this wedge was tested almost to the pip here. So we start closing back under, say, 43.50, 43.45, and we're back inside the formation. That would be a failed breakout. Similarly to if we, did that in Apple, that would be down at 170. So Apple really, we didn't have daily divergence. We had equality, but pretty glaring divergence here on the 4 hour. Barely got to 70 after this last peak. Maybe this is drive 2, but under 170 is going to be a pretty big failure. There are a lot of gaps to fill on the downside. Here's one. I think there was a little one here. Here's the earnings gap, and the earnings gap is back under the breakout of the wedge, so of the channel, long-term channel. And let's wrap it with, I've pretty high confidence that we're headed towards 800 in platinum. Pretty ugly looking, that we're going to take out these lows. And when platinum gets down there, I'll be curious to see where gold and silver is trading. Probably will be at very attractive levels that I've been looking for. The miners look like they wanted to bounce. I think they're going to have a hard time getting back over 33. Think we're going to challenge these levels in August, best guess. Invite you to join us here at TradeGATEHub.com. Our sponsor is TradeView Markets. Good luck this week, and don't just count your pips, count your blessings. I have a real bear on with me Thursday. Peter's going to be with us of MCM_CT. Peter's a former concert pianist, a great musician who sees the similarities between charting the market because of harmonics, etc., and what music is like. So mark your calendar and see you on Thursday. Also tune in tomorrow to see part 2 of TradeView Markets CEO Tim Fury. Mike and I will be talking to him about his vision for TradeView, how he got it started. You'll hear the whole origin story. That's something you could check out on our YouTube channel tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, everyone, good luck. Mike will be back with us tomorrow. Everyone in the States, have a great holiday, and let's get them this week. See you in the room.